Hey, a seat and rear fenders and a naked quad.
Yeah.
The quad is called what? Do you remember the name?
Honduki.
The Honduki. Honduki 450 to be exact, because it has a CRF 450 engine inside an LTR 450 frame, and it looks a little bit more finished since the last time we saw it. What'd you do?
Yeah, so I finalized the front and upper engine mounts, made the front ones out of 1/4 inch steel. The upper rear is 3/16. I finalized the spacers and then finalized spacers for the engine into the swing arm to get the engine. Essentially got the sprocket aligned with the rear sprocket.
You also got this gorgeous exhaust coming out. Is that a stock?
That's a stock
Suzuki?
LTR 450 with the core removed.
So it's a little gutted for
Yeah.
a nice note. And it sits inside a stock frame, but I thought the other one was powder coated to match.
Yeah, this is not the one that came with it. The original one that was with this was bent, so customer got me another used subframe. And
Looks to be in decent shape too.
And a muffler, yeah. I put the bumper from the other one on there, and then I built an air box. We're using the DS 450 off a Can-Am.
A Can-Am part sandwiched between a Suzuki and a Honda. Carb is just a stock CRF 450 carb?
Yes. I had to 3D print a spacer to go from the carburetor to the air boot.
Just to adapt inside and outside diameters?
Yeah, this 450 is, the DS 450 air boot's quite a bit bigger. So we got that adapted on there. We got the coil all mounted. I had it up and running. Coils on this part of the frame here up toward the front.
Now what'd you do? Have to hold the tab there or something?
No, the tab was there. Just had to modify it to get it to work. It was a little goofy. They only had one bolt in it. And then I modified this bracket that holds the fuel shut off.
Yeah, I like what you did there. The heat wrap around your fuel tube running past the engine.
Yeah.
Smart.
Well, you're right. You don't have any issues there. So we got that. I was able to, it's using the LTR shifter.
And you needed that for clearance past the frame?
Yeah, if we were using the dirt bike one, it probably would have been back in here somewhere. This was already supplied with the engine, so I just used it, and it's, you know, really close dimensionally to the foot peg.
So the dirt bike one is there because in relation on that frame.
Correct. Just how it's situated in the dirt bike. So we got that squared away. Bunch of little stuff. I had to go through the linkage. Got that squared away.
What was wrong with the linkage?
Bearings were smoked. Someone decided they didn't need a bearing where the shock mounted and stuck a piece of rubber in there, so that was a good time.
And it's a nice looking rear shock. What has he got on there? An Elco what?
Yeah, this is a stage, I believe it would be considered a stage 3, but it's older than, because they got 3, 4, and 5 now. Actually, it would be a 4 because it has rebound and compression.
Did you do any work to it?
No, I didn't. I just adjusted spring preload, and I still need to adjust it once the customer picks it up. We have to set ride height. I have to double check chain tension too.
Sure.
I need to have the customer get a chain guide, the OEM chain guide.
Something to fit right there.
Yeah, that was missing. I had to modify the heel guard in the Nerf. There was a cross tube in here. I chopped it out of the way for now because I needed to be able to kickstart and get it to run. This side doesn't do that. This side just essentially ties.
Oh yeah, it goes lower too.
Yeah, it's just essentially using fenders to attach to it. This doesn't actually bolt to the chassis, this Nerf bar design. This back in here was missing. Just the tube was sticking out. I cut the tube so that you could kick it.
And you're not going to address things like that. You're going to leave it to the customer.
Yeah, I'm not going to do. Right now, we're just trying to budget-wise, you know, we've got enough time in it. He's going to take it. He's going to do some other little small odds and ends. Maybe it'll come back to do something with the Nerf bar. But he's capable, too, of doing some of this. So,
did you have to relocate any of the electronics?
I'm not sure where they had the CDI. I put it to the front. I did have to go through and sort out a bunch of wires. There was chafed wires. There was bad connections. So I fixed that stuff, especially where it attached to the stator. So that got corrected. And then the
lengths
exhaust
weren't an issue because it's the stock length off the dirt.
Yeah,
bike.
no, the length was okay. It just needed some fixing because people were in there, you know, tying into stuff that they shouldn't and had bad connections. So we got that good. Fan is not going to be operational right now. The electrical system will not hold that kind of power. There's no battery. There's no anything like that, no voltage regulator. So that could be rigged up in the future, maybe an additional battery and a switch, and the guy could just charge it if he wants. But usually if you're moving and you're racing motocross, you don't necessarily need the fan. So
hang on. I may have an idea to that. This is the 450R engine.
Yeah.
The X that came with the enduro bikes, the CRF450X.
Yeah, that's possible.
They ran a headlight and a taillight, and I think they had a larger size stator in that.
They did have a larger stator, and they had a stator with a voltage regulator.
So if he did that mod, would he be able to run his fan?
It's possible. I know that, I'm not sure in this year either, but like Trail Tech made a stator that was, you could use the same side cover and everything, and it was just an upgraded stator to run lights. If you do the X model, well, you have to run the stator cover on that because the stator is bigger, but I don't know. I would imagine it would fit. I don't know if the center cases are different on an X model for the stator cover to then fit on. So
yeah, and if anything would come over into your shifter either.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure there, but these earlier ones, there were years where Trail Tech, like I said, offered an upgraded stator. So if he wants to go that route, we can explore those things going, you know, in the future.
Sure, like you said, though, 15-minute motos.
It's not an issue.
Yeah, mud race, I mean, he might get a little clogged up.
Yeah. But he's really not going to race it from what I understand. He wants to have like a play bike and go, you know, just practice days and that kind of thing.
Cool.
The header, we had to modify.
Yeah, I noticed you had a cut in there.
Yeah, I had to modify. I took another header that I had, an old one, and modified and just used an extension and welded it on there. My welding wasn't that great on this, but it's tough when you're dealing with old stainless.
Sure. Got to be careful not to punch through.
Yeah, it's just once stuff is dirty like that, it's a pain. So we have that situated. We talked about rebuilding the linkage. The rear shock should be good. We need to set ride height. I'd looked over some basic stuff on here, make sure the wheels weren't going to fall off the thing on the guy.
And it's freezing cold. So he has to tune the engine to the riding temperature, atmosphere that it's going to be primarily used in, which is summertime. So we're going to hear it run, right? You just got some more tuning to do?
Yeah, we'll hear it run. Like I said, I had it running, but it wasn't running very good at idle. It ended up being that the pilot jet I had gone through the carburetor, but the fuel that was in the tank was older fuel. It smelled okay, so I figured I could try to run it. But
well, did you taste it?
No, I did not taste it. But it did smell okay at first, but come to find out, the bowl had the fuel was starting to separate. It was kind of slimy, and that slime got into the pilot jet. So I drained the tank, I cleaned the carburetor again, I put a new pilot jet in it, and put some fresh gas in it. So, but as far as getting the thing to run as it should, that's going to be springtime.
Yeah, we'll tune it as the weather gets better. Is he going to do any kind of sticker kit or anything?
I'm not sure.
Just a backyard beater.
Yeah, I don't know. He may.
I like it. I like it. Hey, it looks like a lot of fun. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching these videos. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe so you miss all our future, so you don't miss. I almost screwed up and pulled the politician move. So you don't miss all our future builds and videos. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.